then we also got to present it the next week, and they had the full 35 minutes to present. So like, you don't feel the same amount of pressure because we didn't have the same timeline.
We're also gonna put our link in Canvas in a few minutes so you guys can open it, because we have pictures. We don't want like a short picture to show. We want like the full picture so you guys can see. And we have links to like donations and stuff like that. But
Okay, if you guys would go to Canvas on your iPads now and open up the no title announcement that I just made to you, that's where we are. This has actually ran auto setup today and it's been good. So
we'll just to be sure.
everybody's presentation so far has been okay. So hopefully yeah, it's all there. Yeah, there's nothing cut off. All right, we are ready.
Good afternoon, everybody. For the past couple of months, we've been researching marine pollution. According to our source, Managing Marine Pollution, a working group of researchers estimated that just 20 countries out of 192 with coastlines are responsible for 83% of the plastic debris put into the world's ocean.
And from our source that we got, she's from the University of Georgia, Jen Beck, and she said that altogether 192 countries produce 275 million metric tons of plastic each year.
And then from our other source, Curbing Plastic Pollution, they found each year globally about 8 million tons of plastic enter the ocean. This is like dumping the content of one garbage truck full of plastic into the ocean every minute. Every minute. One whole garbage truck.
And that is the same as 5-gallon bags filled with mixed plastic on every foot of coastline around the world. And it's not just plastic pollution that's affecting the ocean, it's mainly just oil as well, industrial waste, and what is the next one? Chemicals, includes pesticides and herbicides.
Alright, next slide, please.
So the first common pollutant is oil. As you guys can see, it's filled in the water in the ocean, and that comes from factories or spills as well. And the negative effect towards this is it could affect the marine animal's life and eventually die. And it could get inside the fishes and stuff like that.
And also it can make them hard to breathe and move in the water because, as you guys know, oil is very sticky and it just stays in the water. Like it doesn't just, they can swim through and they can just wash it away. Like it's gonna stay on them. And that's why there's so many people out there still helping animals that are being affected from these oil spills. Another common pollutant is industrial waste, and industrial waste can contain heavy metals, petroleum products, chemicals, and water from cleaning equipment at these industries. And a lot of wastewater isn't filtered or anything before it's just released into bodies of water. So all these chemicals are just going straight into the water, and this can make it hard for the fish because the fish have to breathe through the water using their gills, and all these chemicals are going through the gills. And it's not just affecting the gills and putting lesions on the gills, it's also affecting their vital organs and their survivability. Next slide.
The next one is plastic, which is the major one that we face in our world right now. The way it enters is by us, let's be honest. We dump trash in the ground and we don't pick it up, or we're too lazy to take it to recycle them. And it's pretty sad that we do that to our own world that we live on.
And also, it's not just us putting stuff on the ground, like even with the people who take this to plants to get it treated, like maybe some things can fly off the truck or they can fly out the landfill. That's why it's really important for us to go out and start helping clean this plastic up. Alright, and then pesticides is another pollutant, and they come from agricultural uses on crops. Farmers use these to deter bugs and insects. And this is a problem because the excess amounts of pesticides on these plants end up getting rinsed off from excessive rain or excessive water from watering systems. And basically these chemicals just channel out and they can reach underground reservoirs as well as other bodies of water where all these chemicals just get dumped into the water. And the biggest biggest problem with pesticides is they affect non-target organisms. So, you know, they're trying to deter insects and that, but the effects it has on marine life, even non-marine life, is very detrimental to their health. Next slide, please.
So on Saturday morning last week, I went to a park, which is behind on Kroger, on Beardsley Street. I'm not sure if you guys know that park. And you know, it's really behind and no one goes there. So I decided to go there, and right off the bat, I got off the car and I took a picture of the plastic in the ground. Next slide, please. So I took more pictures, and as you guys can see, Mountain Dew, trash can right there. The person didn't just take it, they sat there, probably just finished it and left it there. Next slide, please. So along the way I took more pictures, and this is here in Oak Park too.
Is that booze? What is that?
Powerade.
I was like, what is that? Looks like a vodka bottle.
You can keep going.
What is that? It looks like a plastic bottle.
It's a plastic bag. Yeah. And that's a Pepsi can, I think it is. I'm not sure. It was really dirty, so I couldn't see.
That's a podium picture.
I know, that's lovely.
Yeah.
You're good.
And glass of bottle. More plastic. Bag from Kroger. Bread.
The whole loaf?
Oh, it's not even there. Oh, yeah. Yep. Straw.
Save
Oh, the bird in the background!
It's not a bird, it's a
Canadian bird.
It's a dangerous animal.
It's a type of bird.
It's a dangerous animal.
There you
Bye,
go.
Cody.
Wow, and look at the playground equipment in the background.
Exactly. Alright, so before we start, if you guys are sensitive to graphic images, then you guys can actually keep it down. It's not blood, you don't see blood or anything like that, it's just something that it's on the rivers, so yeah.
You guys all good?
You guys good?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Mr. Truck?
Yeah.
As I got close, I saw a fish, and yeah, it smelled really bad. Like it smelled really bad. I was gonna puke. I was so close to puking. And yeah, like we just found fishes. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, next slide, please.
There's more.
Yeah, there's
one or two
more.
These are just in our local river. Like, this isn't even where the pollution is really the worst. Like in these rural countries, just that don't have manageable waste. It's just bad. And then now you guys get to have some fun. You guys get to do demonstrations. So we need you guys to go into groups of 6, and he's gonna count you guys off.
All right. So, Mr. Trump. Well, first of all, for number ones, if you're number 1, go to this one. Number 2s, 3s behind Andrew, and 4s. Mr. Trump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, where's Frida?
Three's
I
right
thought we went
behind
in a
you.
group of 2. Oh, okay.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Oh.
4.
Was it 4? Talk about your
1,
them.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys.
What are you?
That's cute.
One's over here.
4. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Where 4 is that?
Alright, and there's procedures that you guys will follow. So,
No, 3.
Oh, I see. Okay, I was confused.
you guys can begin if you guys want.
Right, is there instructions?
Yep.
Read the instructions.
Add the fish to the water. To the water.
Oh.
Yes.
So, yeah, you told him, right? 1 step at a time? Did you tell him like each person does 1 step?
No, they can just do it.
Like the whole thing. There you go.
There's more.
Okay. It's raining today.
Okay, right for the end.
Is there a bug in there? Oh, I thought maybe we would take turns and enjoy it.
No.
So I put a piece
man,
in
look
and
at all
I
that
thought this was gonna be
pollution.
like ritualistic and you're
You're not
like,
allowed to enjoy it.
wow, thanks guys.
It's raining today and lots
It's raining today. I know that farmers put pesticides on their crops yesterday. The excess amount of water carries some of the runoff pesticides into a nearby water source.
Add the runoff pesticides to the nearby water source. Add the red.
That one and the red.
Okay.
These are red, right?
Yep.
Guys, I gotta make sure that I'm doing this right.
That's
I'm gonna put it everywhere.
Hey, I figured it out.
Am I allowed to like rinse this out?
Yeah, I'd say to try it. Yeah.
An oil rig explodes, sending oil everywhere. An oil rig explodes, sending oil everywhere. Add the oil to the water.
How do you can do it?
Oh, we're so sweet.
You don't want to have the guilt of it.
I will not participate.
Lastly, Company B has the same problem as Company A, but they also then release along with the wastewater directly into the ocean. Add the metal pieces to the rest of the wastewater and pour it into your tank. Directly into the ocean. Add the metal pieces to the rest of the wastewater and pour it into the tank. Right.
See, they have to be placed in an appropriate path.
To the rest of the wastewater.
Too much.
Lastly, look at what you just did to this innocent fish. Then release the rest of these contaminants happen daily at a large scale.
Lastly,
And it is
company
destroying
is the same problem as
Just add the green into it.
What is that sludge?
It's dirt.
What's happening? Okay, well, we've got to make this right.
Oh, okay.
Where is the fish? That's so sad.
Ooh.
Okay. Lastly, look at what you just did to this innocent fish's home. The release of these contaminants happen daily at a large scale, and it is destroying our marine ecosystem. Now think, do you really want to contribute to such monstrosities?
I don't know, that fish still looks pretty heavy.
You should back up. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
What are you going to paint
What
them?
is this fish? It's turning color.
We also have a strainer to get this stuff out. We're actually recycling it, so we're not just gonna throw it all away.
Okay. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're not throwing it away. Like doing
Respect
exactly.
that.
We're done. I want to save.
Save the
It's in now. Okay, do we have everything in there?
Her
We successfully found. Wait, what?
So what do we need to do for later?
There's nothing else on the list. Okay.
Did you guys read the last part?
Yeah.
How did you guys feel?
I mean, I kind of killed him before we poured everything in there.
Yeah, that was
I kind of like. Oh my bad. My bad. Right. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's leaking. I said it was leaking.
Or they spilled it.
Yeah, that's it. What's up?
Pretty sure it's leaking.
Okay, just it's alright, it's fine. You guys can go back to your seats. Yeah. That went with the chemicals.
Oh, okay, so we just forgot.
Good job, team.
I really like that.
Did that make any of you guys sad?
Yeah.
That's just a small scale. Like the problem is way bigger than that. And just think about that. We're doing this to our oceans every day. Not even just our oceans, our lakes and our rivers are just being polluted. And one day they might look like that if we just never fix the problem or never work towards a solution.
Oh, sorry.
So what is being done as of right now? There's volunteer cleanups.
There's places you can donate to.
You can use cloth bags as well instead of plastic bags.
We actually have cloth bags for everybody. So at the end of this, we can give you guys, hand those out. And then also in China, there's the development of water-soluble bags, and that's just a prototype right now, but they're working towards it to make it a larger scale and make it to where it goes everywhere.
And recycle. Recycle bin right there. Simple, it's in every class, we can do that, recycle it.
And then the garbage patch cleanup, there we have a really short video, and there's a big garbage patch in our oceans where a lot of trash accumulates, and these people actually found out a way to help get rid of all this trash.
Sorry, I should have done that.
You really gonna do Grammarly like that?
I have Grammarly.
Is it good?
I have the free version.
1.8 trillion pieces of plastic float at the surface of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Here, the ocean cleanup is deploying the world's first technological solution to this growing problem. The principle behind it is simple. Create a coastline where there are none. Concentrate the plastic and take it out. The system consists of a 600-meter long floater and a 3-meter deep skirt attached below. The floater provides buoyancy to the system and prevents plastic from flowing over it, while the skirt prevents smaller particles from escaping underneath. As the impenetrable skirt creates a downward flow, marine life can safely pass beneath it. Here is how the system catches plastic. The system takes advantage of 3 natural oceanic forces: winds, waves, and currents. Both the plastic and system are being carried by the current. However, wind and waves propel the system only, as the floater partly sticks above the surface, while plastic is primarily just beneath it. The system thus moves faster than the plastic, allowing the plastic to be captured. The skirt extends deeper in the middle of the system than on the outer edges. As the current applies pressure on the skirt, the system naturally adopts a U shape, which enables it to concentrate plastic in its center, like a funnel. The drag generated by the skirt also acts as a stabilizing force, allowing the system to reorient itself when the wind changes direction. And because the system, like the plastic, is free-floating, it automatically drifts to the areas with the highest plastic concentration. Fitted with solar-powered lights, anti-collision systems, cameras, sensors, and satellite antennas, the system actively communicates its position at all times and continuously gathers performance data. Periodically, a support vessel comes by to take out the concentrated plastic, like a garbage truck of the ocean. The plastic is then transported to land, recycled, and made into durable products. This is the first of a fleet of 60 systems. Once deployed, the fleet is expected to clean up 50% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch every 5 years.
10%.
We didn't make a video. No.
I wish.
I wish, right?
That's basically just to show that you can do something. Like, it's not like that was done by, that was just done by people like us who wanted to achieve a goal, and they went out, and now it's a big process that's really going to help our oceans.
So here you can donate money to organizations. The first one, it's an organization in California which is trying to clean up all the trash from the Pacific.
Sorry, y'all. The next one is Ocean Conservancy, and they focus on long-term solutions like sustainable fisheries, reducing acidification in oceans, as well as restoring the health of the Gulf of Mexico. And that organization actually hosts a international coastal cleanup every year, and that's where millions of people come together to go along the coast as well as in the oceans and other water bodies to clean up trash and plastics and stuff like that.
The next one, for Ocean. And the website, you can actually buy bracelets. It costs $20, but if you buy one from the website, it helps out clean trash. So all the money they make, it goes right into cleaning up trash, but getting equipment and stuff like that.
And Oceana, they focus on ocean conservation, and they advocate policy change in many things like fisheries, clean energy, and more things that you can find on their website. They're the largest organization of their kind, so they have far connections and they bring people together that advocate for the ocean so they can brainstorm better ideas and get more things to do to help the problem. And then what you guys can do, you guys can sort your recyclables and take them to a drop-off area. If you guys go to this link, there's lots of drop-off areas around here, and it's as simple as rinsing something out and getting some kind of thing to hold them. And you guys, like one for cardboard, one for plastic and glass, and then you guys will go to these drop-off areas and put them in the right trash container.
And then the next one you can do, use cloth bags instead of plastic bags. That's really helpful. And then volunteer. You can volunteer in Elkhart River cleanup. Actually, my mom is in it. Last week she went to Island Park and there wasn't that much trash, which is good. She went and cleaned up with her friends. It's really fun, you know, hanging out with your friends, I guess. It is really fun, but it can be really dirty. Just make sure to bring some gloves and bags.
And the biggest thing is just to go out by yourself and maybe start a group or your own cleanup. Like it takes everybody to make a difference. Like not just one person can change this growing problem. It takes everybody, and even the smallest thing will help. Like picking up a couple pieces of trash or recycling instead of just throwing it away. It's just the small things that add up together to make something, to make the problem, to create a solution for the problem. And one small action will make a difference, but it takes everyone working together to make a change. Next slide. So would you guys rather have this? Next slide. Or this? That's my thought. Alright, any questions?
You did go to the one, the one behind the Kroger that was across from Burger King.
Yeah, that one.
I actually go to that park all the time. I live like right behind it.
You do?
Did you see beer cans around?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, there is also a homeless area next to that park, and there's a bar right down the road. It's a mess. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
always
really
Hey, what's the bar down the road?
Huh?
What's the name of the bar that's down the road?
BJ Stars.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Like-
I'm trying to get geographically oriented.
There's, okay, so I live on Simonton. You go out on East Simonton to Cass, you turn right, and literally like 3 streets down, there's a BJ Stars, and then next to it, there's a tennis court. And behind BJ Stars, there was like a big forest area, and homeless people would hide back there, so they chopped it all down. So they had to leave. But there's always trash in the area, there's like bread loaves in there.
Is the fenced-in dog park right there too? Like
Yep,
there's a
it's-
fenced-in dog park and then a playground and then like the park up to the river and then the
Yeah.
little pavilion up to be, okay, I think I'm geographically
And-
oriented now.
And the reason I was confused for a second is because I do understand what pollutant is.
Yeah.
Because like literally we go fishing in there and over the years it's gotten so bad that like the fish have warts on them because how gross the water is now.
Also,
So like,
one thing, when I saw dead fish, it was really disgusting. I saw a person fishing right where the dead fish were.
people.
I couldn't believe it, but you know, it was something really nasty.
Should we be eating the fish out of that river?
I wouldn't. No, my
Not
family
below
does. I
wastewater
don't.
management.
We've got fish in the freezer from that river, but I don't eat it. I'm the one in the family who's like, I don't.
Alright, Cameron.
When you took those pictures, did you pick up the trash?
Yeah, I did.
It got to the grass.
Good,
These
yeah.
are my best that you
I
tried.
took pictures when I was back. That was a really nice presentation though.
I have another question. I'm sorry, did you take photography classes?
No.
Nope, you just took them. Great, great photos, beautiful. Any other questions? Thank you, guys.
Oh yeah, we gotta give out all these.
Okay, go ahead and do that while they're setting up.
Just sit
Sit down on top of the desk.
You got this. Go suck.
You need my help? Can you put an avocado on my desk?
Yes, ma'am.
I feel it was roast. My ears are really
People love my stuff.
Yeah.
Especially
Which one do you
You might have an you can step in your
Avocado one. Would you want avocado? Wow.
You're like, babe, I love Tracy.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. What? Okay. All right, it's Brianna and Camry's turn, so let's give these ladies
man.
our undivided attention. We are ready.
All right, so in a couple seconds, I'm gonna have you guys each row. I want you guys to walk up to these backpacks, and I just want you to read the bios. What this is an activity that's been done over 200 times, and it's called sand silence packing. It's